Gavin Newsom wrote a letter urging state leaders to limit cell phone use on campus. ABC 10's Alicia Machado is live at the state capitol with more. And Alicia, you're also getting reaction from parents.
Yes, Chris and Laura, and in the governor's letter, he cites the impacts that cell phone use can have on students' mental health as well as their academic performance. And keep in mind, this effort comes about 2 months after the U.S. Surgeon General called for a warning label on social media, citing the impacts that it can have on the mental health of young users. Other leaders now joining in on that effort. Governor Gavin Newsom urging school leaders to act now to restrict cell phone use on campus as the new school year begins. The governor sending a letter to California's schools noting how using smartphones can impact students' mental health and academic performance, distracting them from their work. Impacts clinical and forensic psychologist Dr. Andrew Mendonza has seen among youth he's treated.
One of the big things that I've been seeing is this increased anxiety and depression. In children and youth, I mainly see that in like cyberbullying, media comparisons. A big one in a teenage group is kind of that FOMO, right? The fear of missing out.
California's State Superintendent of Public Instruction, Tony Thurmond, also speaking out Tuesday, calling for more leaders to join in the effort to restrict cell phone use in schools, pointing to a number of bills in the state legislature on the topic.
I've reached out to those authors. We're going to work with them to help them to implement these policies. And so at the end of the day, I think this is a great thing for the well-being of our students.
Thurmond says right now policy implementation is just an option and it's up to each district. One bill, SB 3216, would require school governing boards to limit or prohibit the use of smartphones at schools by mid-2026. Currently, policies vary among districts. CFT, a union of educators and classified professionals, is in favor of seeing more policies implemented.
No, we haven't seen this applied broadly throughout the state, and we think we need to be looking at that.
Lincoln Unified in San Joaquin County and Roseville City are two local districts that have implemented policies restricting cell phones. Lincoln Unified requiring students have them off during school and put in an identified space at the start of class. A parent of a senior we spoke with is on board with the effort.
I think it's a good idea just to question the mass use of them.
What restrictions might look like if more districts get on board is unclear, as well as how to enforce them. The grandparent of a Sacramento middle schooler is concerned about safety if students are asked to place their cell phones in a bag or bucket.
I would feel more comfortable with him having a phone in his pocket because we're not in control of someone coming in. We don't know when someone's going to come in to shoot or to disrupt.
The legislative session ends on August 31st, so just a couple weeks left for lawmakers to get these bills through the legislature and to the governor's desk for signing. Chris, Laura?
Yeah, certainly a lot of moving parts with this story. We'll be tracking it closely with so many students and families potentially impacted by this and still so much up in the air right now. Alicia Machado, thank you.